Ehkä olisi pitänyt saada se opastus opastamaan taas viimeiselle viikolle ja pitää muistaa nyt Mercedes, koska se on 27. päivä. Mutta hei, se oli cliffhangeri nähtävästi. Sen perusteella, mitä mä näitä editoin. Ja kun mä puhuin tossa, niin tietenkin toi latausikkuna. Mä lupasin tyttärelle ja isälle kans oman mahdollisuuden. Koulissa ei pitäisi olla mitään sellaista muutosta. Ei pitäisi olla mitään muutosta. Joten Instruct ja ekana Mercedes. Mä haluan, että sä saat reasonin.
Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm sure I'll get it again next time. Yes, very good. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Onnistuu hyvin, onnistuu hyvin. Mitä mulla on vielä täällä? Flayn. Ei, mä käytän noita, joilla on vihreät. Constance.
I could do as much in my sleep. I could do as much in my sleep.
Well, that's good, that's good, that's good. Aloitus? Aloitus.
Let's do that again sometime. I'll make good use of this power. Still got it. Oh, you're just flattering me. Let's do that again sometime. Still got it.
Koska mä unohdin, että sä naurat siinä, niin sen takia se oli hyvä, että mä saisin korjattua tolla. Setukka.
Naturally. Did you expect anything less? Let's not exaggerate.
A little bit less.
That
Voisit ehkä kuitenkin vaihtaa Flayn. Sitten mulla on 3. Dedeu.
I have deepened my understanding. I appreciate your efforts.
Oops.
War is an effective teacher.
Kun sä saat enemmän uskoa, sä pidät siinä on niin paljon leveleitä, että menee tossa.
That was challenging.
Nähtävästi, koska ei tullut yhtään perfektiä. Koska teillä kahdella mä nyt tein sillain sulla niinku Itse asiassa mä voisin jopa tehdä niinkin pornon kikkailu, että mä menen tuolla Flaynilla. Et saa noihin noin 2 hajapisteet. Goals. Mitäs mä nyt mietikään, että mun jos mä sanoisin nää. Siinä. Se on toi kirves jo Aalla, joten Authority ja Flying. Hyvä. Toinen, mikä mulla oli mielessä. Authority ja Nuo. Näillä on hyvä mennä. Enempää muutosta mulla nyt ei sillä lailla ole mielessä. Paitsi jos mulla on suuri reason. Reasoni voi ottaa sitten hyvin, kun sä pääset War Monkiksi riehumaan. No on ok.
Professor.
I would like to get back to fundamentals, and since the word knight originally referred to one who fights on horseback, I need to practice riding and lands. Using lands. Et vai. Koska mä haluan siis jo original third, mutta mä haluan sulle Pegasus Knightin sit kun sä pääset tos vihdoin viimein eteenpäin. Mä oon tyytyväinen näihin ratkaisuihin. Saint Macuil's Day. There will be hymn. Okei, katsotaan keidinkaan mä lähden sitten laulamaan.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
Singing in tune with others proved quite difficult.
Toi itse asiassa onnistunut. Te kaksi ootte ihan... Teillä on jonkinlainen supportti kuitenkin olemassa ja teille molemmille feitti on hyvä. Ei, toi oli ihan ok. Kiitos peli, kerrankin annoit mulle jotain kivaa. Mitäs Dedeu?
Here for the flowers again?
Not particularly.
You might as well have a look while you are here. I have two things to say. First, I thank you for supporting His Highness in my absence. But I must also admonish you for taking your own well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way. I am grateful for your efforts, but I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you, as do I.
I understand.
Then show that with your actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you. And... This greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it. It would not be fair to the flowers to leave me their only caretaker. Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom. Yes, once this conflict is over and His Highness ascends the throne, I believe it can be done. You must live at least until then. Understood?
Same to you.
That's true enough. I had not thought much of my own life until now, except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true, but now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker in bloom, I will go on living.
Toi ihan nätti tapa lopettaa ja mä itekin dikkaan tosta ajatuksesta, että ei, kyllä me saadaan, me nähdään kukkinit. You remember me when the... Ja unohdin sanat. What to do? Kyllä me voitetaan tää sota. Ja mä pidän huolen, että mä en kuole ainakaan ennen kuin kumpikaan teistä kuolee. Mä en tiedä, oliko se itse asiassa hyvin sanottu.
I am with you this time, brother?
No need to worry, Flayn. Simply leave it all to me.
Must you always take away all the fun from me?
A most satisfactory result. All thanks to you.
Thanking me? But you did everything.
No tässäkin tulee 5 Smithing Stonea. Varmaan koko aika tulkin näitä Smithing Stonea. Minkä takia mä sain silloin Anteeksi, mä en saa Flayn, sorry. Ei olisi pitänyt sun kuulla tätä raivoa päästään. Mä oon vieläkin suolainen siitä Smithing Stone accidentista.
Interesting.
Enempää mä en siis saanut täällä. Hyvä. Ja mä uudin kattoo paljon mulla on Master Sealejä. Ei mulla ole toiseksi ollut rahaakaan kanssa. Kyllä mä pystyn jotain nostamaan. No, mutta mä tarvitsen Advanced Sealejä muutamille, joten... Kyllä tästä. Alright, mennään eteenpäin kohti sunnuntaita. Tukikeskustelut. Nyt ei onneksi ole paljon jäänyt, koska Dima pyyhki aika hyvin tuossa pöytää viime viikolla. Samaan aikaan kun mä ite... Mä puhun sitä myöhemmin. Alright, aloitetaan kevyesti. Dedeu. Tuo on aika hyvä lista. Eikä se mitä Dima aloitti, niin sen jatkat. Sä saat viimeisteltyä nähtävästi 2 keskustelua. Aloita sitten Mercedesin Mersun kanssa.
Oh, Dedeu! Are you praying to the goddess of Fodlan? That seems odd. Won't the Dusker gods be upset if they hear you praying to another land's deity?
The Fodlan goddess was recognized in Dusker, too. The deities of foreigners are seen as the protectors of their respective lands. It has been said that we would offer our prayers to her in times of war.
Huh. So the goddess is part of a pantheon. I guess that's one way to interpret it. Anyway, what are you praying for?
For peace to come even one day sooner.
That's a lovely prayer. I was just thinking about praying for that myself.
I see.
Hey, Dedeu, what are your plans for yourself once this war is finally over?
To serve His Highness for the rest of my days.
I thought you might say that.
And you?
That's a good question. I was thinking about traveling to Dusker.
To Dusker? There is nothing of interest left there.
Isn't it where you were born? And isn't it where your wonderful food and stories come from? I think those are reasons enough to visit at least once.
Mercedes. If you will allow it, I would like to accompany you. His Highness would surely grant me leave to go.
You really think so? Then I hope the war ends as soon as possible.
As do I.
We're going to have to shower the goddess with prayers. We'll pray that she watches over and protects us while we work to end this war. Then, when it's finally finished, we can travel.
That promises to be interesting. We should pray to the Dusker gods as well.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Which of the Dusker gods should we pray to?
For victory, we pray to the god of war, or just the god of war.
Come on, what were you going to say? Oh, I know. It's the god of travel, right?
Let us leave it at that.
I knew I was right. You taught me so much about your gods. So let's pray. For the end of the war, and for our safe travels to Dusker.
Toivon mukaan se ei muista kiinni, että toisaalta loppuu päivää en aikaisemmin mitä te toivotte. Mä ainakin yritän parhaani. Ja mä unohdin katsoa karttaa. No kuitenkin, kutakuinkin mä muistan niistä Duskeri on, että se on ihan ok paikka matkustaa. Mä oon tyytyväinen siitä, että te löysitte yhteisen sävelen niin rukousten kuin muutenkin keskustelun pohjalta. Onko sama juttu sitten Flaynin kanssa? Onko tuolla kukat vaikka kokkailu? Sen verran sit on hetki aikaa, kun teillä on ollut mitään tukikeskustelua, niin mä en muista itekään. Ei kyllä ole kovinkaan pitkä aika. Miksi mä en muista? No mä muistan sitten, kun klikkaan tuohon noin.
Hello there, Dedeu. I just want to say that I am really terribly sorry.
For what?
I tried to cook on my own. It was an absolute disaster. Adding all that seasoning. What a mistake.
Mistakes happen.
But Chef, that is, Dedeu, I defied your instructions. Quite blatantly, I might add. I tried to cook before I had gained mastery over the tools. I have been a terrible student. Are you going to stop teaching me now?
Is that what you want?
Not in the slightest. I desperately want to learn from you.
As you were then.
Truly?
You have not disappointed me. The food itself tasted awful, of course, but there was more to it than that. I could feel the thought you put into it, the wish to please others, to be faithful to what you've learned.
You actually ate the food I made?
I did. The ingredients were chopped to perfection. You also seem to have learned how to handle fish without my instruction.
I learned by watching you.
You have talent. One day you will surpass me.
I was certain you would be angry with me. It is decided then. Someday, you will exclaim that something I made is delicious. I do not quite know how many years it will take, but I am willing to rise to the challenge. Please help me get there.
I will. However long it takes, I look forward to it. Now, your next lesson will consist of the selection and seasoning of ingredients.
Of course, Chef. Dedeu, rather.
Call me whatever you want.
Oh, this is so exciting! Let me see. Chef Dedeu, Master Chef Duda, oh, Supreme Chef Dedipie!
I suppose I've already committed.
Oh, I know! Chef Dedels!
You made that one mistake and that haunts you rest of your life. Se oli... Daddles oli hyvä... Se oli hyvä teko, se oli hyvä teko. Shamir. Joo, nousee kymppi, onko kenenkään maittiin? Dimitri, no Dimitri tietenkin. Kaikkien muiden kanssa on vaan pelkästään avoja hiitti. Nice to know, nice to know. Okei, katsotaan sitten miten nämä kaksi ulkomaalaista. Loppupeleissä jo Daskar on okei. Lasketaan nyt ehkä Kingdomin, mutta ne laskee ehkä itsensä omaksi. Ja Dagda on sitten taas oma ylpeä kansa Empiren alaisuudesta. Eiköhän tää sitten.
Dutiful as ever, Dedeu.
What are you suggesting?
You're always busy delivering messages.
You mean His Highness's orders?
Does he need you to run such trivial errands?
He should not trouble himself over them. I am honored to attend His Highness and to represent him in all matters. Ever since he saved my life, serving him has given me reason to live.
Reason to live? Huh.
Your relationship to the Archbishop seems similar.
Not quite. I joined the Knights to repay a debt I owed Rhea. The debt's been repaid, so she's nothing more than a former employer.
Then you are not motivated by loyalty.
Not especially. I wouldn't call Rhea my reason to live.
And if a higher-paying employer comes along?
I'd consider it. That's what mercenaries do.
Then yes, we are completely different.
Everyone's different. I'm not trying to criticize your loyalty. I've seen a lot of people like you all over the world. They don't tend to last very long, though. Try not to end up like them.
Thank you for the warning.
Periaatteessa pystyn näkemään, minkä takia tämä tapahtui vasta tuon Granderfield-tapahtumien jälkeen. Koska periaatteessa kun Dedeu palaa joukkoihin, mistä tulikaan itse asiassa mieleen, niin sitä mä yritin, koska noin molemmat Battle of Eagles ja nyt toi Blood of Eagles and Flayn, eikä noin molemmat niinku Granderfield-taistelut tapahtuu seuraavassa luvussa, kun on tullut joku tiimiin. Kun aiemmin, että toi Flayni tuli takas tiimiin, tai tiimi, kun Flayni pelastettiin ja Flaynista tuli tiimin jäsen, ja silloin mentiin saman tien sitten Granderfieldille taistelemaan. Nyt Dedeu palasi ja mentiin saman tien taistelemaan Granderfieldille. Se on nätti yhtäläisyys niillä kahdella. Mut sekin kans justiinsa, että sen takia se ei pystynyt tuossa aiemmassa luvussa olla, kun Dima oli vielä sulkeutunut. Dimalta ei tullut mitään käskyä tai mitään apua tai muuta, nyt Dima on avautunut. Nyt Dima pystyy antaa vähän niin kuin enemmänkin olla ihminen ja niin kuin keskustellakin muiden kanssa. Ja sitä kautta antaa Dedeulle jotain komentoja. Niin ehkä sen takia, okei, mä pystyn hyväksymään tuon. Ja teillä on. Felix, oot Aneten päässä 100%. Nice. Sitä ennen katsotaan, mitä Mercedes kertoo.
Do you need something? Let's hear it.
Oh, no, I don't need anything. I was just hoping to talk to you, Felix.
When I said you could be near me, I meant on the battlefield. You're pushing it a little too far. You better not start calling me a meal.
You know, I'm not just using you as a stand-in for my brother. I don't mean to upset you. But I've come to realize that you two don't have that much in common after all.
I don't understand. Why are you hanging around me if not to replace your brother?
It's not that I want to be near Emil, but I want to be near you.
What?
How embarrassing. It must sound like I'm coming on to you. Regardless, you've made it clear that you don't want me around.
No, it's not that.
Good. Then I'll continue to spend time at your side.
What a perplexing creature.
What's that? Did you say something? Never mind that. Why don't we go out for a nice cup of tea?
I can't think of a reason to refuse your invitation, so I suppose I have to accept.
That was cute, ja oikeastaan noin vaatetuksetkin kans teki tosta enemmän söpömpää kuin piti olla. Joten jos joku on onnistunut näissä mun vaatetuksissa, niin se on ainakin ollut tässä Felixen Mercedesin ihmeellisessä lopetuksessa. Okei. No, Mercedes jatkaa keskusteluita nähtävästi, koska nyt me ollaan Sylvainin kanssa. Ja Sylvain on Ingridin päässä sataisesti. Nice.
Mercedes, you're looking divine as always.
Good evening, Sylvain. Thank you for coming out to see me.
Just the two of us meeting at this time of night? You move quicker than I thought.
I don't know what speed has to do with it, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Ah, okay. I probably should have figured that out.
I can be so forgetful at times. I neglected to mention this the other day. I meant to say that I know you've been through a lot in this life.
Huh? Me?
Your parents have placed a great deal of pressure on you as their heir. And it's all because you were born with a crest. You've had to put up with such lofty expectations.
All of the kingdom's noble houses expect a lot from their heirs. I'm no different from any other noble guy or gal. We've all got responsibilities.
But didn't you mention that your brother envied you enough to wish you dead? I'm sure that wasn't easy.
Thinking about it, Life was probably a lot harder for my brother than it ever has been for me.
Didn't you also mention that women were only interested in having your, as you say, crest baby? I'm not very interested in the particulars, but I get the feeling that you don't care very much for these women who throw themselves at you.
I'd appreciate it if maybe you kept that observation between the two of us.
Your secret's safe with me. I understand the pain you've had to carry.
I know you've got your share of bad memories too, but
That's why you feel comfortable letting your guard down around me. Come now. That's enough with the sad smile.
Mercedes. Was my sad smile really that bad? Did it ruin my dashing good looks?
Not at all. You actually look more handsome to me with honesty on your face.
Aw, here come the waterworks.
Don't be ashamed of crying. I'm here to protect you. Will you protect me in return?
I will. I promise. You know, Mercedes, you really are a special lady.
No, okei, toki oli kans söpö ja ehkä... Mut sori, Felixin tilanne oli parempi. Felixin A oli parempi. Mä tiedän, että toi oli kans tää lämmin henkilö, mutta Felixin kanssa meni silleen... Felixin kanssa dynamiikka oli parempi. Sä oot ehkä turhaan... smooth sylleen. Sulla on paljon järkeä. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okei. Mutta ainakin Jurin kanssa saat hoidettua hommat. Mitä Juri nyt keksii?
Finally, you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
I'm not on about anything. Let's have dinner together, Yuri.
What is this? Did you make it?
I did. It's a simple dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of a Dresdian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Fargus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank you for the meal. It was lovely, Ingrid. The flavors were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Fargus. The flavors in this dish remind me of those days. Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see. Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills, whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones, watching someone enjoy the meal I made them. Few things bring me more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the lord of the underworld and becoming a chef instead?
A chef, huh? You know, that doesn't sound half bad.
If you ever do, I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely smile of yours.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
Not at all, Yuri. Not at all.
Miksi ne lähti aseen Abyssissa DLC? Miksi ne ei voinut laittaa Ingridiin? Questions I never quite understand. No, voi. Toi oli itse asiassa. Ja nyt the best one is the last one. Te saatte maittia kans. Mä saan viimeisteltyä teidän tarinan. Please. Expose yourself. Expose yourself.
Flayn.
Here to pester me, brother?
No, I think I'm the one who ought to be pestered.
Regardless of what I say to you, it is not as though it has any effect in reducing your worry over me.
That is true. No matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, I will always worry. But that's only because I treasure you so very much. Please understand, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Of that I am well aware. I am touched that you care so deeply. When I think of it, it is my own fault that you have become so overprotective. I cannot blame you.
No, the fault is entirely mine. You were still so young. I placed far too much strain on you, and our lack of resources was no excuse. Worse, I failed to watch you during the battle. Your mother, too. We lost her because of me. Afterward, it broke my heart to see how much you would need to rest just to survive. I swore that I would dedicate every moment remaining in my life to your protection.
Ever since then, I have been afraid of falling asleep. My fear of sleeping is outmatched only by my fear of spending my life alone. Even if it cannot last, I want to live among my peers as one of them, as an ordinary person. Similar to how you and Mother coexisted with your own comrades back then, fighting side by side.
Quite right. I know you must leave the nest someday. No matter how many ages our lives may span, I know that's the way of it.
Father.
Don't.
Nobody is listening, Father. Let me address you as such just this once. I have valued the quiet days you and I have spent alone together, but I am no longer a child. Just as you and Mother met one another, and eventually I was brought into the world, I
know. Please, no more. No matter what happens, you are my daughter. It gives me great joy to see you grow. But please, at least until this war is over, let me continue to worry. You're the most precious person in my life. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
It seems I have no choice in the matter. I shall allow you to worry about me enough for yourself and Mother both. But only that much and no more, my dear Father Keyhole.
Thank you, Seteth Flayn.
Siinä se vihdoin tuli. Koska toi oli kans niinku... Mä tykkäsin tosta twististä silloin kun se tuli ekaa kertaa mulle, se joku törmäsi siihen. Koska joo, mä olin alun perin, että okei, fine. Ne esittää isää ja niinku veljestä, vaikka ne on isä ja tytär, ja sitten no okei, fine. Mut sit tuli just toi Siholi ja Sethlini. Ne on ne saintit, jotka on avustanut Siirosia. Ne siitä selvis, boom, ja pysyi sitten suojissa, ja nyt ne aloittaa uutta elämää ja yrittää sopeutua sen mukaisesti. Toi on nice twisti tohon, ja sen takia niinku... Sen takia joo. Itse asiassa oli nätisti vielä viimeinenkin kanssa tullut tuonne inventory. Sen takia joo toi Sethlinin Crest of Sethlin. Mut nyt mä en näeks mä sitä nyt täällä yhtään sen enempää. Close allies. Seteth's younger sister, question mark. Jep. Ja sit jo kiholi. Ja silloin kun toikin kanssa tuli, niin siinä kääntyi vähän se, että okei, mä aloin respektaa itse asiassa enemmän setukkaa. Ekalla pelikerralla, jos mä nyt se mitä mä muistan. Joo, siis ekana mä valikoin melkein tuvan ihan vaan Mercedesin takia, koska mä katsoin sen ability ja mä katsoin mikä tyyppinen henkilö, joo, ja sinille ei ole Chelsea, siinä oli kaikki meni kohilleen. Sitten tuli Flayn, näin setu, ja paljon se on setuka, niin siinä tuli semmonen mä kiusaan sua, mä yritän iskeä sun siskoa sitten tässä sun silmien alla, ja nähtävästi se oli ihan mahdollistakin. No, niin paljon kuin tää peli antaa sen tehdä. Mut sit oppii, että isä-tytär suhde, koska muistaakseni pelasin sen prologin. Mä pelasin sen läpi, ihan joo. Mut noiden niinku koska setukka ei ollut mulla tiimissä silloin kun mä lähdin noin ekaa kertaa pelaamaan Blue Lion. Et jos koulussa mä otin setukan sitten tiimiin vastaan seuraavassa pelikerrassa, eli mä eka pelasin Blue Lion, silloin pelasin Golden Deerin ja lopulta mä pelasin sitten Black Eagle. Niin olisiko ollut, että mä otin vastaan. Tai voisiko olla, että mä skippasin siinäkin kanssa, että silloin, koska mä otin enemmän Golden Deeria, mä otin enemmän rekrytoin enemmän. Se tukkaa mä en tainnut rekrytoida siltikään, mutta se oli sitten kuitenkin Black Eagleista. Ja sit siellä... Mut ei, se vähän niinku tuli jossain muuallakin kanssa vinkki, että hei, itse asiassa Flayn ei oo pikkutyttö oikeesti, että se on pikkasen muuta, ja sitä koko ajan viikotaan kanssa. Mutta ei, Flayn on se clean herself. Eikä sen takia se kantaa tätä omaa krestiin. Nice. Nyt se on kans... No okei. Se Camilla, mä en tiedä sitä. Koska en mä tiedä, koska... Mutta toki kans on just, että sen takia niin nää jotkut aat on niin täydellisiä, koska ne lisää just sen lisämausteen. Ja noi NFT:t kans osaa vetää sen roolin hyvin, joten mä niinku... Pikkasin oikeesti. Sitten mun tässä restaa. Sitten mun tässä levätä. Mun tässä oikeestikin levätä. Kello on 12. Mulla on 13 tunnin päästä lento. 14 tunnin päästä lento, anteeksi. Mut okei, mä nyt niin kauan tästä kuitenkaan odota, joten... Toivon, että kaikki menee näin. Joo, en mä jaksa lähteä exploraadaan, mutta se on... Mulla ei ollut pitkä aikaa lepoviikkoa. Ja itse asiassa tonkin jälkeen, mitä mä voin tehdä? Mä tarviin hyvän levon. Nyt mä tiedän kanssa, että minkä takia... Siis mulla on niinku kiholi ja se liini, jotka haluu tukea ja auttaa mua, koska ne näkee, että mä voin olla niiden kanssa jotenkin sukulainen. Ja se kertoo, että Reaskin on joku mysteeri vielä avaamatta, mutta mun aika löytää Reas, mä pystyn sen tajumaan. Joten levätään. Mä saan sitten Sword Creatorillekin kans jotain pieniä puusta, joten tehdäänpä näin sitten.